You did. Just listed your email was the invite. So it's attached to the email that you never accept. So.
Has to, so it goes in the companion.
I have something to do with your stuff, Mr. Ray.
My what?
What's your stuff on your name?
I don't know why. I looked.
I think they just want you using it so it comes up and saying it can do. Okay, it's called the meeting to order at 6:34. Pledge of allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag, of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
Roll call.
President officer.
Be having brother.
Jay Childers, president.
So Pennington present. Good. First item on our agenda, assuming no one from the public which wants to speak, is our 2026 TIF spending plan, which well, they want us to, but we're not. Although we kind of are. Basically, we used about the same numbers as last year, except that our capital projects, we don't have anything scheduled for 2026, so. Jared, do you want to go over that real quick?
Sure, I'd be happy to. Can you guys hear me all right?
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, no worries. So the TIF spending plan, it's just a requirement that every year it's kind of, I guess the easiest way to explain it is it's an informal budget that is now required by all RDCs. We still don't know how it's going to be viewed from like State Board of Accounts, how much they're going to hold you to that budget. I guess the way we've approached it is we've kind of generally put some numbers out there that, you know, we think you guys might spend next year. You always have the ability to increase that or change it. So if you want to amend the spending plan next year, you can. You know, so it's not binding.
The one thing we did do is we lowered interest income because we'll have a smaller balance. And we don't, I think we're assuming that the rates are going to go down on the savings accounts. So, other than that, there's not a whole lot. It still shows that we're going to spend 61,000 we're bringing in next year. We have
Yeah, I would say that the last page is a cash flow. We kind of did a 5-year projection just so you guys see, you know, really we've got you at about $238,000 of revenue. 100,000 is committed to the debt service. Other than that, you're kind of free to use it as you need it.
Oh, no, this was last month's. That's, you're looking at the whole wrong month.
Oh, well.
Put that in your book. Sorry.
What we're doing. Very.
Okay, so do anybody have any questions on it? Okay. Moving on.
We did approve it.
Oh, you do? Oh, yeah, I guess I did. So they want to make a motion to approve the budget. Spending plan, not
I make a motion to approve the 2026 budget.
Second.
all in favor.
Aye.
Okay. Update on the establishment of our TIF district for the housing. Plan Commission did do their part, so we have now cleared that hurdle. So it now goes before the town council for their approval and establishment of the economic development area. In your packet, you have a copy of the signed plan commission order and our our declaratory resolution. So we have that in our files. No. Adam, is there anything else we need to?
And for the town council, it'll come back to the public hearing, redevelopment mission. Given the notice and timing, we have that preliminarily scheduled for December 18th.
Right, which is a week after our normal meeting, so I have on the agenda to consider just moving our meeting to the 18th from the 11th and handling it all at the same time. There's no reason to meet 1 week and then the following week, especially around Christmas, so. If we're good with that, Lori, can you notice that, please? Okay. 18, yeah, 6:30. Okay, and then just for your review, there's a draft of the tax impact statement that is part of the requirements for establishing the TIF district. We don't need to approve this or anything. It'll actually be presented at the public hearing, but I wanted everybody to have a chance to look it over and ask any questions or state any concerns they might have. And while Jared's on here to answer any questions. So Jared, do you want to just give a brief overview of it?
Yeah, sure. So the purpose of these reports as required by statute, and Adam could speak to it more from, I guess, that perspective. But bottom line is we're required to prepare this report that basically shows that, you know, by tipping this area, we're not causing impairment to the other taxing units. Basically, the idea is that effectively there's nothing there. And if we don't TIF it, nothing will be there. It'll continue to stay farm ground. So the report just shows that it's a neutral financial impact to those overlapping units.
Very good. Rob, you got anything?
I haven't read it. Anything about potential pass through in it and with this?
That's this annual requirement that will always be evaluated each year.
Okay. There's nothing that goes. Okay. That's what I didn't understand that, so that's good to know.
Yep, that's every 5 year June 15th. That's cool.
Okay, Jared, I think that's it. If you want to leave us, you're welcome to. Or you can hang out. It's fun.
Thank you guys. Have a good evening.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Where are we at on Darlington Villas?
They're moving right along. Then we'll start the off-site sewer and storm water Monday. We got one water, the second water line in, that's it. Columbia Street, across Columbia Street. Roof roll, I believe, I gotta check in the morning, thinking I'm trying to roof roll of roads as you enter in, from the home one mark. And then, after that, then I'm gonna try to start with all that entrance areas. So. We're moving on.
Okay. It's good to see some progress being made. Not too many headaches from them yet.
Not too many, really. It's just time consuming. So. Josh has a camper out there.
Does he?
He moved his camper from his house out there, like a job site trailer.
Or did he take the one down on High Street?
Yeah, no. I know what you're talking about. No, you're not.
Perfect. Motion to approve the October 9th meeting minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve the October 9th meeting minutes.
I will second. All in favor?
Aye.
November docket.
I make a motion to approve the November document.
Second.
All in favor? Approve bank reconciliation for the FTIC TIF.
Make a motion to approve the bank rec for the FDIC TIF.
All in favor?
Aye.
And the bank reconciliation for the downtown TIF.
I'll make a motion to improve the bank reconciliation from down and to as presented.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Anybody have anything else?
Probably you don't need to know, been brought to our attention that the, Jennifer Lastly, professor, she's had a contracted company that's worked with, that she's hired to, perform work in the field and other places, because obviously there's a lot going on in this county. And put out an RFP, because it was time for the contract to be renewed. And another company that's saying that they can do the work with, I think it's 4 individuals versus 13 that the current company's providing. And there's a concern there about being able to keep up, since I mean we're the fastest growing county, and word is that commissioners are looking at just the bottom dollar and not necessarily understanding the problems that could pose to all taxing units and potentially the cost to all taxing units if things aren't getting done in time. We would look at, I mean, Adam can speak more about it than I for sure, but you know, if we don't get our money, we'll be borrowing money until we get it, if they get behind. So it's a concern that you might want to call Jennifer Lastly and just talk to her about. They're meeting and voting on it on Monday. It's coming Monday.
Late 90s all over, at least around here.
So myself and Kyle, Director of Business and Finance, we're sending a letter to them. Just about the concerns, this will happen if you don't. And my question is why, if you put out an RFP with the number that you currently have, why are we even considering something that's less? But
When you have more growth.
yeah, so
Makes no sense.
yeah,
And what was their answer?
well, you can always take the low bid, right? Basically, yeah. And so it's just a dollar and cents, and thinking that they're saving taxpayer money. And, yeah, on paper, but when you look at 13 people versus 4. So I would just recommend somebody from Jamestown talk to her and then be able to either go to the meeting or voice your concerns about what the potential consequences would be.
Monday, Thursday.
The meeting's Monday, so yeah, you got one day to,
Right. It was tomorrow.
yeah.
If she'll answer.
Well, then I think she's out. 'Cause, they had that death when he was in the funeral.
Last night.
Was it?
Well, the
Yeah.
funeral was breaking.
Yeah, I didn't have her yesterday and then she said she was out, but today she responded, so she's
Showing
email, yeah, or call.
Is she for it or against it?
Well, she needs the number that she has right now. So she's concerned about what would
Okay.
happen. She's obviously.
I know down here, late 90s, early. They didn't have a lot of people like it. They were just writing stuff down. All Western Acres too was totally missed. They did not have any houses on any of the properties out there. We were not getting any of the tax revenue. It wasn't until about 2005 before that ever got caught.
It's my understanding that like pretty much have somebody else full time just down in Whitestown. Sitting at the desk in the office. And that's something, then you have all this being done, so. It's a concern. I'm trying to,
No, we appreciate you bringing
I
it.
didn't know if anybody had reached out to you, and I thought, well, I'm here, I might as well bring it up.
That's the first I've heard of it. One day before. Two.
Yeah, I think I think there was a thought maybe it was gonna be delayed in the vote, but I mean, she's being told to rather vote on Monday. So,
The commissioners are?
yeah, I don't think it's necessarily her fault. But she thought it was gonna be a little later in the month. I have concern on why you're an elected official. The county council gives her some of the money for her budget, and then the other comes from fees through her office. Why are 3 other elected officials in, I guess, a state statute? So.
But imagine that the commissioners are in the bottom of it.
So next meeting then will be Thursday, December 18th at 6:30. So you might want to mark your thing if you haven't. Because I have the 11th and that's what we have approved. Also, in the back of your packet is potential meeting dates for 2026. So if you'll look those over before our next meeting, then we can put the dates on. I think I highlighted 2 that are different from our. No.
I'm gonna be here 4/16.
Okay. Everyone make a motion? To adjourn.
All set.
All in favor?
Aye.
Adjourned at 6:53.
I'm in the register meeting